Everyone and their mother is making their own AI these days.
Let's build your very first beginner AI agent together because it is
Most people don't realize there's an AI influencer called Aitana Lopez that's
22-year-olds are becoming billionaires. Everyone on LinkedIn is making their own AI bot, AI website, AI portfolio. And so I thought if Daniel Amodei, the literal CEO and co-founder of Anthropic, who has a bachelor's degree in literature, can make a multi-billion-dollar AI company, I'm sure I can also make a simple AI tool with my journalism degree. I didn't want to just make a spell checker or a transcription tool that already exists. I wanted to make something more meaningful. One that could actually have an impact in the work I do as a journalist. I started doing my research, and I also asked my good friend, a student journalist based in London. Can you maybe give me suggestions on what you would like to see in this tool?
Give the sending email as an option instead of automatic, because it's better to draft the email so it sounds like more personal.
But then I found this. According to the UN, women are underrepresented in the media. Women are less to appear in the media, and when they do, they are often portrayed as fragile victims, while male experts are mostly commissioned to be on air. I wanted to change this. As a journalist and a woman myself, I finally found my problem area, and it combined two things that I was super passionate about: inclusive spaces for women and inclusive technologies for women. So then I got to work. I wanted to build an AI tool that a journalist can pitch their stories to. An AI can then return a list of female interviewees, experts, and organizations that the journalist can tap, like some sort of repository. But instead of beginning with a search, you begin with a pitch. I also wanted to add what Danny said about reaching sources, finding their contacts, and initiating email. So I added a calendar feature, where AI would connect to my Google Calendar, see my available time slots, and propose interviews based on that time slot available. AI will draft this into an email, which it will save as draft in my Gmail, and I will be able to review it and send it to the suggested list of interviewees. I was already feeling so inspired, having this tool that would change journalism and women's representation in the media. But I'm no coder, right? So I had to look for a platform that could host my AI tool. This is where things got a bit rocky. Before I started to build this whole tool, I wanted to host it on ChatGPT's Build Your Own GPT. And like any normal student, I went about my life. But then when I got back to this tool a week later, it wanted me to pay 20 euros to make my own AI tool. And that's grocery money. I'm not about to pay that. I started looking and I went on forums and Reddit and YouTube and even asked ChatGPT where else I could make my own AI tool. And then I found code words. So on code words, I don't need to have any coding skills. I could just be vibe coding. Yes, that's a real thing, guys. No Python coding, no R coding, just vibe coding. Vibe coding did work. I got to make an AI tool that would return a list of female organizations, individuals, and experts that journalists could reach out to represent in the media. But then, just like any other LLM out there, my tool started hallucinating. Honestly, I knew from the start that vibe coding was going to be really, really hard. I could have done SLM or Ragna methods, but then that would require a lot more resources and a lot of more of coding skills, which I don't really have. So, and also the general public doesn't really have access to this. So, as a person representing the general public, the best choice is just relying on LLM and vibe coding, and this is the result. So, maybe this flaw wasn't really a flaw. It was more part of the system because AI companies do need to make money. Can't rely on big tech, which are private for-profit companies, to put public interest first, or else we might run into an ad block when trying to walk down the street.
Tending a garden can be hard work, especially when you're in your golden years, like me. That's why I use Organic Bloom all-natural fertilizer. It's packed.
And this extends not just to open access AI like Claude or GPT, but even to AI systems found in our military, government, and in the media. That is why Stanford reports that AI sovereignty is a top concern to break away from big tech reliance, so that public or NGO developed AI without commercial interest can focus on public service more and can embed AI with values that help progress public needs and not commercial interest. An example of this is, for the news media, this is embedding journalistic values such as objectivity or transparency into AI in order to ensure that the tools functions with values that reestablishes their obligation as the fourth estate to the democratic society. And thankfully, not all AI is privately owned. NGOs and other public sectors are developing it as well. So what I take away from this is that we both need private and public investment funneling into the development of AI. This is to ensure that the future is founded on values of public good, of promoting citizenry, of stabilizing our institutions, so that commercial interest never gets to trample public good.